Lust will come after everyone in here. Some worse than others. But it is seductive, it is powerful, and it will get you if it can. The wisest man in the world, according to the Bible, was King Solomon. Solomon, although he was very wise, he did some very foolish things. One of the things the Bible says he did, living in a polygamous society, he married over 300 wives. He had over 1,000 concubines. Those are women that he had access to sexually. Let me run some math for you. This guy could sleep with a different woman every night of the year for over 10 years and never sleep with the same woman twice. And it was all legal. You think, wow. Some of you guys in the back of your mind, you're trying not to smile. You kind of think, hey, I wouldn't mind giving that a try. But would you? Let me tell you what Solomon said. Solomon said, he wrote later in his life, he said, I did all of this, and every bit of it is vanity and vexation. You see, there's a law called the law of diminishing returns, and it works with lust, it works with drugs, and it works with alcohol. And that is, the more you partake of something, the less it does for you, and the more you have to take to get the same effect. That's why people become alcoholics. That's why people become druggies. Because to get the same effect, you have to take more and more and more. You have to drink more and more and more. You have to snort more and more and more. And when it comes to lust, you have to have more and more and more. You are never, ever satisfied. The flesh is never satisfied. Second story, and then we're through. I told you about the smartest man, the wisest man in the world. Let me tell you about the strongest man in the world. His name was Samson. And he had a lust problem. He tried to get married once, but it didn't work out too well. And so he just had a series of affairs. And he would sleep with this woman for a while, and that woman for a while, and he would hook up with this one and that one. And then he got to a point to where he got tied up with this woman by the name of Delilah. Didn't marry her, just lived together. And Delilah wound up costing him his freedom, costing him his position, costing him his very life because of lust. And I want to leave you with this. If you think that you want to live a lustful life and just go for the gusto and do everything and everybody that you can, you think about this. You will never be satisfied. And also understand that lust is a fire that will burn you up. It will burn your relationships up. It will burn your mind up. It will burn your marriage up. It will burn your family up. And ultimately, it will burn your country up. It is a fire that will never be quenched. So be very, very careful when you light that fire. Be very, very careful when you put wood on that fire of lust, because it'll always demand more, and it will always take more. It'll take you further than you want to go. It'll cost you more than you want to pay, and it will stay longer than you want it to stay.